Hey, welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Rules can be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, know that I like to go deep within my reading, so I look at everything. So we also look at the spiritual blocks of shadow, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. If you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word in the video in your comment bar. You know, if I chose you, if I wrote the word winner underneath, if I did, you'll just reach out to me through my email, which you'll find in the description box, along with all the other important information. And we'll figure out the best day and time that works for the both of us. You'll get the link the day of your live stream. All right. Gonna jump right on in. Oh, and if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you gotta, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video. And the word of the video is going to be the card that I pull out right now. Always the first card, the word on the card that I pull out, and it's the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. All right, let's take a peek and let's just see. Abandonment. Abandonment. You know, it's funny. It's like I literally just saw the tables turned. So you're you're connected to someone that there was an instantaneous connection, and this person loved bombed you. They love bombed you, they love bombed you. And the thing is, I think that they always thought that it was going to be really easy to hook up with you. And then what happened is it wasn't, you know, and this person, you know, would come in and out of your life. And I feel like they disappointed you several times. Like every single time this person had an opportunity to show up for you, they never did. And so I feel like you finally got to the point where you're like, you know what, screw this. I'd rather be by myself or, you know, date other people. It's like I'm holding space for someone that never shows up for me. And so you left, and now this person is feeling like, again, abandonment. The thing is that I actually feel like that this person becomes very obsessed with like you walking away. Anyone that walks away, it triggers their sense of abandonment. So they have avoidant issues, so they will never deal with the problem. This person will ghost, they'll come in and out of your life, they'll, downplay your feelings, they'll never deal with a problem. And so, like I said, I just feel like you got to the point where you're like, enough is enough. And so again, the abandonment that you have now is transferred over to this person, and this is the underlining energy. But I also feel like your person has a very hard time with feeling their emotions, that they try to do everything to actually avoid their emotions. So you might say, well, I don't feel them at all. I feel like they can fall prey to drinking a lot, to doing things to really suppress what they feel, because there's a disassociation that's going on. And that's when the person knows what they did, but they don't really, it's almost as if they're watching someone else do it, or if they watch someone else do it, so that there's no real feeling to it. So again, there's a numbness. And in order for this person to stay in a place of disassociation, I feel like they're again drinking or they're doing something to suppress their emotions. So you may not be feeling them right now. And that's the reason why. So let's take a peek and let's see actually what happened. I'm going to try and make this reading a little bit faster than the other ones, because the other one's been really coming out long. Defensive. So I feel like we're never really able to have a conversation with this person, because they take everything as if you are like criticizing them, like you're seeing weakness within inside of them, where really that's their wound that has nothing to do with you. But it's almost like whatever baggage that they have from a past relationship, anything that you say to them triggers whatever wound that they didn't heal from those past relationships. And this person, again, becomes very defensive. I feel like they shut down, they ghost, they punish. Again, which is I emotionally take my my feelings, myself, my presence away from you. I'm gonna not validate you because I only want to be seen as perfect. And again, because it makes them feel more superior. And so like I feel like because this person like hasn't healed certain things from past relationships, it's better for them to take on this persona that they're going to be rebellious instead of weak. They want to appear as if they're strong. And really, like it's it's a way that they're really self-sabotaging this connection. This person feels that being vulnerable is to be weak. It's to not be able to be superior. So it's almost like they wouldn't let you get close enough to them. And it's because obviously they're insecure. And because of this made you feel, let's see, like they were always blaming you again, like why the relationship wasn't working out instead of them fixing like how they were treating you. They would blame you for the relationship not working out. Like, we're not together because of you. You're the one that you could have reached out to me anytime that you wanted. Like, you're the one that holds grudges. I'm not really mad. Again, they would do this kind of stuff, which why would they be mad? You didn't do anything. They would act as if they were mad when you would confront them over how they were treating you, you know, which really what I see here, it's just wanting to be seen as more superior, treating you less than to seem as if they were more important, to give off this persona that they're perfect, but really it's because they're insecure. And I literally did a reading like this just before. No lie. And again, judged. It's like you felt like instead of this person really listening to you, they judged you. It's like you're being too sensitive. No, you take everything the wrong way, but it's a form of gaslighting. It's like you weren't allowed to almost have an opinion. You weren't allowed to have a feeling. You weren't allowed to have a want, a need, a desire with this person. And because of it, it's like it made you feel like upside down. Like, do you like me? Do you not like me? You want to be with me? You don't want to be with me? Like, you have a problem with me? I feel like a lot of times you didn't even know like whether this person like really liked you or not, because it's like everything that you would say was literally a trigger to them. I feel like in their act of trying to always be superior to it, it was like constant like disrespect. Like they would actually want to make you angry with them. And the reason why is because then they could again focus on your reaction and not what they were doing, not changing. This is again how they would keep you upside down. The focus is on the reaction, the focus is on what you should have done, how you should have fixed the relationship, how you should have gone out of your way, not over what they did, not what they said or how they made you feel. None of that. And again, and they purposely knew it and would actually want to like make you angry. And so again, and when they didn't really, you know, weren't really listening to you, really didn't care about what your feelings were, it's like, you know, you felt ignored. And what they would actually do is they would ignore you because I feel like they would ghost. And it's a way of again feel like you weren't valued. Like if you were going to be with them, they needed to feel more superior. They would want to, again, almost make it as if, that you were the one that was wounded because of how you're reacting to them. When meanwhile, you know, this person really just needs to heal. They need to heal because it's like, if it's not gonna be with you, it's gonna be the next relationship that they're gonna bring all this baggage in to the next relationship. That's really what I see. This person feels so flawed that they again they care more about being seen as perfect, being seen as someone that's important and superior than really to be in a relationship. It comes across as very rebellious, but I believe that they like that persona, like I said. It's a way that they can, you know, keep the issue like it's your issue. That first of all, they don't have an issue. You have an issue. And that your issue is, again, you're blowing it out of proportion. You're feeling too much. You're being too much. Again, where they're judging you. So what they're accusing you of, they're actually doing themselves. And I feel like there was a part of you that did have expectations of this person. It's like, again, because when they came on strong. They love bombed you. I feel like they were always around. They loved bombed you. They seemed to be really sweet. There was a connection. So I feel like you gave this person more, expecting that they obviously were going to treat you well because of how they came across and the connection, when really it's like, again, this person. And I believe that this person actually also had expectations of you, that, well, I perceived you that you were actually weaker, so I came on really strong, assume that you were gonna like give it up, you know, be with me, and that it was gonna be easy to be with you, and it wasn't easy to be with you at all. And that actually, I believe, is what triggered this person, because they're used to getting what they want. And, you know, and then when they don't get it, it's like this person punishes. They act rebellious. They again want to act as if it's like not them, that it's you. But it's they, again, were the ones that came on strong. They're the ones that love bombed you. Then after they feel like they got your hook, line, and sinker, they again retract their energy and then do things to play games to make it as if you're the crazy person, when really they're the ones that are doing it. They're the ones that are coming in and out of your life. They're the ones that are giving mixed signals. They're the ones that can't have a conversation without hearing everything through distorted, you know, hearing things through the filter of the wounds, their past wounds that they haven't healed. So in that, again, instead of healing it, they they again become more selfish, I feel like, where they just again think more and more about themselves because they don't really believe that they can have love, because this is not something that just is happens with you, that they have a long string of bad relationships. You are just one of those bad relationships, and it's because of them, and it's because they're selfish, and because they need to do healing, right? And really, it's like their sense of their ego and wanting to be superior is like, they act really stubborn. You know, it's either my way or the highway. It's either like, again, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I feel like a lot of times this person would even if they weren't cheating, always wanted you to perceive that they had someone on the back burner. So it's again, you didn't really feel as if this person was emotionally invested, but then again, perceiving that they're cheating, is there's actually a sense of, well, emotionally you can give to other people, it's just not me. So there was a little bit of a mind fuck there too. It's like, I'm asking you for the most basic things, like spend time and to be able to have a conversation without you projecting your wounds onto me. And instead of you being able to like actually hear me and then accommodate me to make me feel emotionally safe, you're going to talk to somebody else. You're going to go out with somebody else. You're going to ignore me. You're going to ghost me, or you're going to make it seem like you're talking to somebody else. again, to make me feel insecure, to again, give yourself that, persona, like you don't care, like again, it's my way or the highway. To trigger anxiety, right? But really, you have to see that this person's like was really obsessed with you. And they were obsessed in creating fear inside you so that they could get what they want from you. And again, like I feel like this person has like a lot of inner child wounds. They have a lot of inner child wounds. And because they don't heal, everything triggers this person. Again, it felt like, again, treated like a child. Again, like it's hearing everything and seeing everything. Like this person doesn't show up. And so I feel like in order to be in a relationship with them, any type of relationship, even if it started off as friends, it's like you have to give this person directions, meaning on how you want to be treated. Otherwise, they don't know what to do. They don't show up. And then what happens is that you explain to them, but over time, they feel as if you're telling them what to do. They feel as if you're telling them, like, that you're scolding them, that you're judging them, that you're, again, when really they don't take any initiative. They don't, they, again, they act superior, and by acting superior, they give very little. And in order to be with them, it's almost like you have to like demote yourself, expect less, because this person wants to seem more important, more desirable. It's like they spend so much time in strategizing, they're not actually in the relationship, it feels like. And that's what happens when a person has wounds. They're always coming from a place of fear. They're not coming from the relationship. They're coming from past reality. And I feel like what happened is you got to the point where you're like, I don't really believe in all your bullshit. Like, I feel like, you act like you don't like me. Okay, you don't like me. So I'm going to walk away. And I feel like that's pretty much what you did. You were like, I'm going to call your bluff. It's like you think that you can treat me however you want, whenever you want. And so what I feel like you did, Virgo, is you just like, you took all your shit back from your house, from the person's house. If you had stuff there, if you had that type of a relationship, if you didn't have that type of relationship, you just went cold. There was no, there was no explanation. There was no anything. You just disappeared into the ether. And so again, and that affected this person because a lot of their bitching and a lot of their moaning and a lot of their, trying to manipulate the relationship to get you to pretty much give to them without them giving to you so that they could feel like, again, desirable. um well, this is the worst thing for them because it's like when you moved away, it's like, well, there's still feelings there. It's just now they know that they have to do something about it. Now it's like, again, all the games. And I think that that's what you got tired of. You were like, I'm tired of a lot of this back and forth. And then what I don't see is anything. You just sit on the fence. You won't let me really move forward, but you don't let me go either. And it's like, you wanted me to be here to take your abuse. You want me to be here to like, again, cater to your needs. You want me here for what it's good for you, but you're not looking at it, what's good for me. And I know you have feelings for me, but it's a fucked up way of having feelings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove myself since you want to act like you don't really care about me. And so the irony is this person almost is acting as if you portrayed them when the whole time they're the ones that betrayed this connection. But it's again, I do feel like they're sad. However, they're acting like they don't give a shit. So it's like this constant ego battle with this person. And for what? For nothing. Just for it to go round and round in circles. Again, it's making you again. There's a part of you like if I'm with this person, they just make me angry now. It's like because they deliberately try to get underneath my skin. They deliberately like do things. And I think it also makes you angry because you say, what? This would have been the best potential ever. Like this connection would have been the best if you were real. It's like, but you weren't real. And I think because again, there was a sense like this person, like you would have never got given this person the time of day. But I feel like you gave them time, and as you gave them time, you saw all these things with them. Again, that they talk to other people, that they're very manipulative to get what they want. So again, and not wanting to give you anything and not showing up for you. And it just expecting you to like be okay with that. Hey, we have a connection. You should just know that. So you should be okay with that. But then knowing that they gave to other people, knowing that they have time and effort for other people, and making you feel that way with the psychological damage that I feel like that they did really like there's a part of you that is again, you're angry and you're like, I don't want to be with a person that makes me angry all the time. And you're ruled by your anger. Like you feel that this person's ruled by their anger because they have not healed. So there's a part of them that's bitter from all their past relationships. So they don't mind hurting you because they feel as if they got hurt in their past relationships, but they do have feelings for you, which is why they won't let you go, but they won't really give you anything either. So obviously that would make you angry because you're like, you just don't want me to have anything. You want me to take the punishment for what someone else did to you. And again, and then when I try to explain to you how it makes me feel, you act like, again, that it's me. You act all self-righteous, like that it's okay, that they're superior. It's okay how I treat you. It's you should know. You should know that I'm hurting and you should like try to comfort me. You should again, it's all about me. And again, like whenever you talk to this person and you confront them about a problem, they see it as that you're lashing out at them. But however, I feel like when they talk to you, they do lash out at you. They do. They talk to you like there's an emotional hit to them, even if it's like this coldness of ice of, again, I'm going to cut my energy off from you because I see you as confronting me and I see you as questioning and judging me when really it's like you don't even want to be in a relationship. It's like you want it like you want me to be in this limbo state where you have access to me, but you can come and go and date other people, talk to other people, it just not give me anything, and I'm not allowed to have anything. It's very obsessive and it's very narcissistic, which again explains why this person needs to be superior. It's really because again, they are so insecure, it's not even funny. And they're mainly insecure because of this. This is what happens when a person like has gone through trauma with people, they become so detached and disassociated. It's like they don't even know what they feel, what they want. Avoidance, avoidance. But the irony of this card doesn't even belong in the deck, but it's in here and it's I love you. So, and that's said when we say that there is a fine line between love and hate. This is what we're talking about. that this person loves you, but they're just so full of anger and like rage from all the past relationships that they haven't done any healing with, that when you didn't act the way that they thought that you were gonna act, or the way that they thought that you should have acted, which is, you know, I'm gonna act all superior. You need to fan me, make make me feel like a god, fan me, feed me grapes, like cater to me. Well, if you're not gonna do that, then again, I'm gonna punish you because you need to be in this space. Don't ask me any questions. Don't ask me to, apologize, to change, to accommodate your needs. Again, very narcissistic, as we said. And that explains because avoidance is always part of that. It's like, I'm not going to deal with the situation. I'm just going to go away, and then maybe in a month or two, I'll come back and, you'll act like everything's fine because, I punished you and you'll be so happy to hear from me. And I feel as if in the beginning, when this person used to do that, you didn't know that that's what they were doing. And, so they perceived you as being weaker. But the problem is that they also gave you time because this did not happen, like you said, an overnight thing. This person thought they were going to have to give very little time and that they were going to be able to hook up right away. That's not what happened. This person wound up having to give a lot of time. And in the fact that they gave a lot of time, they wound up forming an emotional attachment to you, having, like, again, emotional feelings towards you. That made them feel very uncomfortable. So the only way that they want to have that is if they're in full control over it. It's almost like this person doesn't understand how that happened because they do play games a lot with a lot of other people. Again, they always have someone on the back burner. So why do they care? Why do they care so much that it's you? Why? It's like they did all the same games, tricks, everything that they do to make sure that emotionally they don't form an attachment, and they normally don't care. But now they have feelings, and so they're actually mad at themselves that they have feelings. So then, like you said, it's like I'm going to be with you, but then I'm going to be with you the way that I want to be with you, which is like I don't even know what type of relationship that is. I don't even want to say that it's a narcissistic because sometimes narcissists are nice. Like it's like this is like not a person's not nice. They again want you to be like almost like a slave to them and have them own you, where again, whenever they want, they can come in and out of your life. Because like I said, they of their own wounds, of their own how they again hear it, the way that you make them feel just triggers them. Gaslight. It's like I feel like you feel like this person gaslights you all the time. It's that again trying to make you question, but I feel like you're very intuitive, you're very sensitive. And this person is also very intuitive and sensitive. You just believe that you're an empath and this person's a narcissist. And so there's a sense of a lot going on within the ether between the two of you, where you almost can't let your guard down, I feel like. And intuitively, you're always open, and this person knows that. So feel like they try to make it like, no, you're imagining things, or no, you're this, that, to get you to like put your guard down, but you won't. And this person knows that. So this is not, again, a good relationship. Because again, this person needs way too much healing. Though, for purposes, I always ask, what is this person going to do? What is this person going to do? Not because our own ego likes to be satisfied. And it's like, well, how does this person feel? But do I recommend you to be with this person? No. Again, this person again would like you to believe again, like there's a sense of like a fantasy with this because this person doesn't form the connections, the emotional connection. So they almost feel like it can end well, believe it or not. And like I said, the spiritual wounds and shadows distort people's perceptions. So we're not saying that it's accurate. What we're saying is it's like usually I ask, what is this person going to do? Just because our own ego wants to satisfy him. But do I recommend you being with this person? No. And the reason why is because they're delusional. There's a part of them that like daydreams about you. They have a like again romantic ending. Like they believe that it can like that the relationship is magic because they still have feelings. This person's disassociated. They don't feel anything. They don't care. And it's like they formed an attachment to you. They don't form attachments. So to them, it's like, well, in order for me to have you, I have to have you safe so that you can't hurt me. Really, you would never hurt them. They would hurt you. But because of what they've gone through, again, their mind is distorted. So what they just think is, well, we have a magic connection because I still feel you and I know that you still have a connection. It was real. Like it was real. This person doesn't have that. Everything's fantasy. Like they might meet somebody and they might be like, yay, and you know, talk dirty to them and talk like they're just gonna like hook up with them, like this fantasy talk, right? Like, hey, I love you. Yeah, like let's get married and let me take you away on a vacation where really it's all bullshit. It's just, hey, let me like take you into the bedroom. And like they say what they say to get what they want. And usually the people that they wind up with say what they say to get what they want. And they see it almost as like a transaction for buying something. I'm giving you something for something else, but there's no emotional connection at all because I'm disassociated. I don't really form a connection. This person, like I said, looked at you as weak because you were coming in and out of their life. They were coming in and out of your life, rather. And you would always let them, but you would never really thought one way or another. And I think partially because at one time you were probably with somebody else, were too busy in your job, didn't really notice what this person wanted because this person never really gave enough for you to think that they really wanted all that much. And so because you didn't jump on it the way that all the other people did, this person really thought that you would. But the fact that you didn't, the more that you didn't, the more that they stuck around and gave time, they actually drew an attachment to you, like I was saying. So to them, it's not that it doesn't happen. They usually don't let an emotional connection happen. This is almost like they got tricked into it because they perceived you to be somebody that you weren't. They perceived you to be someone that was going to be number one hard up again, because usually the people that they deal with are like running around with different people, and I don't think that you were. Either you were in a relationship or it was after a relationship, but you were busy engrossed in your life. They never met a person that was so fulfilled within their own life that they wouldn't, hey, I'm hot stuff. Most people jump right on it. This is this person's perception. It's again, you didn't do it. Rest, relax. So it's again, there's a sense of like where you're just like not like I want to say that you're like relaxing right now, like you're not thinking one way or the other about it. You're not, this person's stressed out though. This person is strategizing. I feel like because you're not stressed out about it, that it's actually making them do a lot of self-actualization, that they've been like really like to um try to like wait to see what's going to happen between you and them, if anything is going to happen between you and them. This is the energy there. Like I said, I feel like because you're not doing anything. There's a sense of, I feel like this person is just waiting, is waiting. It's like, because do they still have feelings? They still have feelings. Like I said, they feel like the connection. It's just that they're, have a lot of wounds. So because of that, like I said, I feel like this connection makes them do a lot of self-actualization. They don't want to really do it. They're not voluntarily saying, hey, let me do some shadow work. But in the way that you act, it triggers them to make them look at themselves. So there's a sense of them waiting to see whether or not intuitively they figure something out or whether you're going to do something. That's again the energy there when I see again waiting. And I feel like you're like not you're relaxed. You're not, you're like, it's like you took a time out from this. You're like, whatever happens, whatever you decide to do, you're going to do it, but I'm not doing anything. Like there's a sense that you removed yourself. And because it's again, you removed yourself, and what has happened is that this person winds up seeing you as being very sexy and strong-willed and confident. They see you as more attractive. They're seeing your perception as that. And I also feel like because you are someone that can entertain yourself, you don't need anyone. I don't believe that this person ever met a person like you. I believe that they usually, run around and chase people that are not really of the highest vibration, here for a good time, not a long time. And you're again somebody that they thought was going to be like that. You weren't like that. If anything, again, you're a visionary, you're confident, you're outgoing, you're a mover, you're a shaker. You're filling yourself up with your own cup of, love, your own, fulfillment. And that's what this person's not used to. And but like I said, it's made them a little bit go into competition mode where they held back, they played games, and now it's again, now they're like want to come in, and if they want to come in, they want to come in a way where they again own you, because they don't have normal relationships. Every single one of their relationships have not been good, and they haven't done any healing. And most likely they came from a family that didn't have a good relationship model, to watch. So they don't really believe that it can happen. So the only way that they believe that they can really be in a relationship is to like control the relationship to feel, in order to feel safe. So we have to say again, why do we attract this person? Because as I said, I don't think that you should be with this person. And what I see is that they're not going to do anything right now. They're actually standing there waiting to see what you're going to do. And whenever a person does that, I feel like it's because they're not really looking to change the way that they treated you. It's again, they're still not taking accountability. Again, because they're not coming to you and apologizing and taking ownership for what they did. So there's still a little bit like games here. The only thing that I see that's different is the way that your person is perceiving you. Again, as someone strong, like an entrepreneur, outgoing, courageous, someone that's different, someone that's true, someone that doesn't navigate their life the way that they do, is what they see. It's what you see also. So we always ask the person, why? We always ask spirit, I should say. And we might ask people also, but why did I attract this person into my life? And the first card out is play. Their inner child cards. The second is self-sabotage. And the third is rebellion. So again, you might be somebody that is also a little rebellious. was seen as rebellious growing up. And you might not have even been rebellious. You might have just been perceived as rebellious because you did things differently. And so, um, and I feel like also like you do have an edge that can be rebellious. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you are a creative person, you're an intuitive person, you like to do things your own way. And if someone is going to tell you what to do, if parent did tell you what to do and you didn't like agree with it, you would do your own thing, and that was seen as rebellious. But like I said, I do feel like you still have that edge. Like if someone comes into your life and they're going to tell you how to be, how to act, that you'll again go against it. And so I feel like in this instance with this person, it's actually not a bad thing because it wouldn't be good to go with them. However, feeling as if you're being rebellious, and if you notice this inner child, they're crying, right? They're not happy about what they're about to do. It's almost like I'm purposely going to do it, however, to, you know, to like cut my nose off to spite my face, or to get back at someone, or to do whatever. So I feel like that was your nature kind of growing up. Like I will cut my nose off to spite my face if it comes to someone trying to tell me, that not to do something that I want to do, even if I know that I shouldn't do it. And the reason why here is I feel like when we're kids and we're seen as rebellious, we're seen as bad. And so there's a lack of going out and like playing. Here, if you look, like play here to me is when we go out and we discover who we are. We discover what we like. We discover like our tribe. We discover like the wonders in the world. And so again, we don't if we don't go out and do that, we don't really know who we are, and then we're judging ourselves more on the opinions of other people. And remember, it goes back to, that we were bad, and so if we perceive that we're bad, a lot of times we get in our own way. So if you were brought up by a parent that was like thought that you were rebellious, but maybe your parent was somebody that was very conservative, someone that wanted you to think the way that they thought, to do the things that they did. They wanted you not to really have an identity that would actually mirror the exact situation that this person was trying to like put you in. It's like because your parent doesn't feel safe in allowing you to find yourself, they were suppressive. They oppressed you by again telling you who to be, how to think, what to do. And that is obviously wouldn't make you feel loved. It would make you feel like I need to be this person in order to be loved. So again, that you were being rebellious, if not going along with it. But over time, we would believe we're not deserving of love. So connecting to a person that comes into your life that shows you, literally is showing you that you're not deserving of anything, and being with them would be self-sabotaging to your well-being, right? Because being with somebody that's going to make you angry all the time, that's what this said here, because can't have a conversation. They want everything on their terms. They want to like keep you up in your head. Well, Spirit says it looks like obviously again you passed the test when you called their bluff. When you called their bluff, what you did was you took your power back, because again, you knew by being with them. And so if we go out and play, we go out and we discover ourselves. And then when we discover ourselves, we're meeting the right people, the right situations, the right experiences. So you can then definitely tell the difference between when you're in right the right vibration, around people that are actually feeding you energy, that are making you feel good, that you're feeling supported, that you're feeling worth it, that this person deliberately made you feel not worth it in order to feel superior. Again, making you feel as if you were bad because you want them to like treat you the way you treat them. And just for you wanting to be loved the way you need to be loved. And that's again the same type of energy that you grew up with. And so Spirit says, again, this is karmic. And karmic means that, yes, you knew the answer, what to do, but in order to fully integrate the spiritual lesson, you have to go through the experience. At one time, you might have given to this person and abandon yourself, because again, you were taught to, ignore your own needs, become who I want you to become. Your love and your acceptance came from doing what your parents told you to do, or whoever raised you. And I want to be accepted into the family, so I'm going to do it. That's a condition. When we leave, I feel like for you, Virgo, that's one thing that you never did. I don't care. It's like, you're not going to agree with what I say that I want to do, or who I want to be, or how I want to express myself, and I'm going to get punished for it. Again, because my parents, my caregiver, my teacher, somebody tells me I should be somebody else. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. But the constant feelings of rejection were traumatic, that you didn't realize that they would eventually play out in relationships. And because you, again, recognized it, and you said, no, I don't want this. I'm going to call your bluff. You act like you don't like me. Good. You don't like me. Bye. Again, now what you know is that this person actually sabotaged their relationship, because I believe that they have the same wounds that you do, just for different reasons. Because again, they got into this relationship and they were already thinking it might not work, you might hurt them. So even though they have feelings for you, the focus is on, this person is going to hurt me, I need to protect myself. And in that's how they sabotage the connection. And that's really, in the end, how they kept creating abandonment. They weren't showing up for themselves because they didn't trust in themselves. And that's, again, and what this was for you was, I already learned that spiritual lesson. I'm not abandoning myself. You made me feel abandoned. And when you made me feel abandoned, I took my power back. I called your bluff. And then now you're sitting in that energy. And they're sitting in that energy, and they want to do something, but their pride, their ego, so they're waiting to see what you do. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know how you resonated with this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.